I'm going to point out a couple other filters that I use just for the fuck of it. Now, I only like to use these on days when it's like this, when they're bringing in the rain. And all this is a pair of sunglasses that I cut up, and I have a few different ones that I like using. And you might think it's a little bit too dark, but it does add a lot of contrast. So give your eyes a minute to adjust, and you'll see the imagery a lot more clearly. So that's one of them. And then here's another one, different type of glasses. I'm pretty sure this one's a regular pair of sunglasses. And I like it. They're very bluish, but I'm going to leave it on there for a few minutes while shooting the shit. Now these are just research vids. They're going to go up on the Trippi Series. What I'm going to do on the Trippi Series, once I get behind the desk, is I'm going to use the Santos Bonacci series research vids from that series to run through for Rick at a Tripping Sponge. In other words, all the clouds I'm putting up individually now, and probably the trees I'll be able to do just with the research vids I already uploaded under a Tripping Sponge. But I'm not gonna. Both of my telescopes are going to 2 other people right now, because I'm trying to get other people to do this for me. Whether they see what they're getting or not, whether they understand it or not, I still want to watch them collect this nanocarbon. They don't even get it yet. They don't even understand what they're doing. But actually, I'll have several of them doing these things, because my other friend Local is going to be on it, and I had a couple other responses now from my ad. And all I did with my ad is I'm just looking for people to collect nanocarbon. It's a very simple ad. They can look at it as photography if they want. Some people are just coming to me calling about that, the photography work aspect of it, and we'll see what happens. So I've been handing out some of my equipment. So I'm just going to use the moon videos that I already have up on the Santos Bonacci series, because I really didn't use a lot of them on the Santos Bonacci series. I didn't use the research videos of the moon, the rocks, the mountains, the water. I didn't use any of my own research videos. They're on there. They're under his series. But I didn't go back and tighten pixels and bring you in on them, because I just got pissed off at Santos Bonacci for not fucking speaking up, for not coming forward and at least saying, hey man, I see your videos. And like I said, no one has to, I'm not looking for anybody to show appreciation. I just want to know you fucking see it, so this way I can move on and know that one way or another, I want to know if I'm going to rank you out and call you a lying piece of shit. I'd like to have confirmation that you're a lying piece of shit, and that goes for anybody. That goes for everybody, and Santos no different. So if he comes forward, then we'll see what happens. But I don't think so. I think it's going to just be, because that's... So what I'm doing right now, what I'm showing you right now, all that imagery that's right in front of you, I can start pointing it out with my fingers and pointing my fingers all over the camera. I will. Sometimes I do. But I'll just wait until I get it back to the computer, and then I'll go over it, whatever, because I can see it now. I'm parked. I got my camera fairly straight. It's not up at the sky, only because I'm at the horizon. I'm trying to put a couple trees in it, into the bottom of the camera. That kind of shit. Oh, that's right. I gotta pick my son up today too. That's right. So I don't know why I'm waiting here. That's right. I forgot about that. So you know what? I guess I can make it a little less boring to drive around a little bit. See where I got my camera aimed? This is a simple dash cam. That's all it is. It's a $5 dash cam holder. I noticed I'm better off resting it on the dash so it don't bounce around as much. Windshield wipers get right through any rain. It's one of my favorite ways of doing lightning videos now. It's just driving around in the fucking rain and grabbing them. My other way of doing lightning videos. Oh, that's another thing too. So, Rick, I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to do a real nice job with my own lightning videos that are up on the Santos Bonacci series. Now, anybody that comes to this, you can go on the Santos Bonacci series, and what you do is you go to those lightning videos, right? And you do what I'm about to do, and I'll show you how to do it, but everybody should be able to do this, no problem. And you go to the lightning videos, and when you see the lightning strike, figure out, look at the numbers, watch the numbers on your computer, so you know where to pause. And just find a couple of good lightning strikes, and there's a lot of them on there. I got a couple of really good lightning storms. Sometimes they're a little bit more in dusk, daytime dusk, and in total darkness. So either way, find the good lightning strikes, and then you pause there, and then you again take your camera out of your pocket and use your camera to look in on the lightning. And what you're going to see is that the lightning traces out the imagery. I've been showing people that for 6-7 months, and nobody's ever seems to be impressed with it. I think it's fucking amazing. So it gives me a lot of evidence and proof of certain things that I wanted to know about the system and everything. Something else that I'll mention that I'm thinking about earlier that I wanted to get into it. Alright, so when you're looking into the chemtrails, right? As soon as the chemtrails are dumped out of the back of these jets, you can immediately, while they're a small little white strip, and this is what pissed me off that the chemtrailers didn't want to go look at. You can immediately see the imagery. Start following the trails with your camera, bring them back to the computer, look in on them with your camera. You'll get used to it. And then, again, stop zooming in on everything. Every time you zoom in on shit, you're going to lose focus. If you're going to do any kind of zooming in, you're going to have to pick up another shitty-ass Walmart fucking... What the fuck are they? Right here. You're going to have to pick one of these pieces of shit up to go and grab the imagery. I'm working behind my back. One of these, that's all, to throw on your camera. An extension for my penis. An penis extension. So you need to get one of those lenses. It's just a telescopic lens. And I use it for a lot of shit. I use it when I get behind the computer, and I also use it when I got my camera on and looking in on the moon with my camera. Sometimes I'll use it for that, whatever. But it's a big help because it doesn't fuck you up on your focus. It doesn't make things blurry. Because if you start zooming in with your camera phone, it makes everything blurry, and it's not going to be as good, you know. What was I talking about now? Oh yeah. So when I first found this phenomena, right? First it started off in the clouds. Okay, I find it in the clouds. Then I want to say to myself, okay, so if I see it all in the clouds, it's got to be what these chemtrails are all about, right? So it was a process for me as I was going along. It's got to have something to do with these chemtrails. So again, my human influence and my conspiracy mind immediately starts thinking of magic dust that the government has control of, and they dump it out of the fucking jets, and it's magical because it's able to make these images. But I had to be honest with myself about my upbringing and knowing how fucking influenced I am by this system. Go ahead, lady. And my human influence. So what I did to prove that myself wrong, and most people wouldn't have thought of this, I want you to all know. And I should try to do some of these too during Rick's videos. I should try to do some of these. But what I did was I went home and I started a fire in my yard. That was the first thing I did. And I actually experimented with direct heavy metals. In other words, I was burning aluminum foil in the fire and burning other heavy metals that I was putting in the fire in order to check some of these things out, assuming that these governments were dumping heavy metals on us. I gotta turn this on. So I go home, I start the fire. I was, in the beginning, I wasn't seeing things with my eyes as clearly as I am today. That's why I say, don't worry about it, everybody. You will start seeing it. So what I was doing when I could not see it so well with my eyes is I was using the camera and the equipment to do so. And one of those things, another thing I did was throwing LED lights at shit. And I also had concerns about the neon sky, the neon blue sky, because I started noticing the nanocarbon around that time. First the images, then the nanocarbon came. So I started seeing the triangular shapes everywhere because everyone was calling them spaceships. Well, knowing enough to know that outer space is bullshit story, then I needed to have a realistic reason for that. And there is a realistic reason. So I go to the fire. I start putting blue neon lights, LED lights around the fire. Boom, there's all the imagery. Boom, there's the fucking triangular shapes everywhere in the fire. Okay, I got it. I'm getting closer and closer, right? So then I say, okay, so if it's in the fire, it must be in the steam as well. Go to the kitchen, fucking boil a pot of hot water. Did this indoors, outdoors. I also got the grill outside, running hot water, making steam go up so I can see the atmosphere and under different circumstances. Again, filling the fucking hot boiling water with minerals as well, because I wanted to see what the different colors were going to look like. So I started experimenting with the colors. And so as I went along, I started seeing, okay, so the imagery is the same in the steam. It's the same in the smoke. It's the same. And so then, of course, I go to flames. I don't just want to see the smoke now. I want to see it in the fucking flames, because now, by that time, it all started coming to me more and more and more. Like I said, every day I get whacked with more and more. So next thing you know, I go into the flames. Boom, there it is. There's the imagery in the flames. There's the nanocarbon showing themselves in the flames. Okay, this is fucking amazing shit. So I'm going down the line. I did videos on all these things at the time, but I was not as good at showing it to people as I was at seeing it. Now, today, and maybe I'll get better, I don't know, but now today, I'm very good at showing it to everybody. In other words, bringing it to you now. Like right now, I can stop here as long as no one's behind me, and I can point out all these fucking images. You can see the human face right here, the nose. I'll get my finger out of the way. Eye on the other side. You can't see it. His mouth's here. Image within image within image. Everywhere you look. There are thousands of images just here in this square. I can go over to this fucking tree right here. Where's my finger? I can go over to this tree, and I can start bringing you in on the imagery that's in that tree. I would change the filter because I can see them with my eyes, but a different filter, I would could easily get it even better than that. Just trying to see which way I should park. Let's see. There's no good place. They say they got the parking going the wrong way for me. Let's see. Let's see where I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go there, right? Check my clock. 3:02. Okay. Write that down. Alright, I'm just gonna run that out. I got a couple other things I gotta do here. Oh yeah, I can actually do this. Okay, now I'm all set. Put the right shit down there. Alright. Yeah, so again, everybody, this is for everybody, right? So the new people that are subscribing to my channel and coming to me and asking me these questions, and one of you guys was really upset that you got to go back and watch the videos, and I gave it right back to you, because I mean it's kind of silly to say things that you're saying. Why sign up or subscribe to a channel that, I'm going to aim the other way. Why subscribe to a channel that only makes videos if you don't want to watch the videos? I don't get that. So I'm unsure about you. I'm going to still feel you out. So in other words, that's why I'm trying to remember his name. I don't remember his name. But again, not his real name anyway, his channel name. Because I don't know anybody's real name. There are no real fucking names out there. There's me, because that's my real fucking name. And there's a few others. But most people, no. Most people are just give fake fucking shit. There you go. So, you know, so the other girl that's working with me too, she's working with me right now, right? And the one I call Local, and Local is out today trying to grab this footage, and she's now if this was a month ago or 2 months ago before I met Tripping Sponge, then I would just assume right away that this girl's full of shit and that she's fucking with me, right? But I can't keep thinking that way. Maybe people are just having a hard time seeing this. So I'm going to try to be more understanding about it as we go along. But I expect everybody to just fucking see this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm answering one of this other guy's questions. The one that I can't remember his channel name. A couple questions. Why don't you, talk in the videos? He had different wording for it, but more audio. People want more audio in the videos and descriptions of what's going on. Okay, so I'll explain that. This is not about me and my big fucking mouth and ranking everybody out. You should be able to go to these videos and see with your own eyes everything that I'm showing you without me pointing at it. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that somebody finally comes along and does that. And if that happens, then I'm all set. Because so let me try to answer the other question before I drift off, because I do fucking drift off and I'm all over the place with everything. What was his other one? Oh yeah. Why do I have to watch 180 videos in order to get a gist of what you're talking about? Kind of the same thing that I went through with Sylvie Brothers Sanchez series, and also pretty much every series, but the Santos Bonacci series, same thing. And people want to know, and they only want to know in one video. They just want to watch one 20-minute video, if that, for me to explain everything. Come on, people. I mean, I got to explain EMNC boxes. I have to explain the filters. I have to explain which way to aim your cameras, how to aim your cameras, how to look at it, how to see it. I have to explain that this is everywhere. It's not just a cloud thing, even though I'm giving you a lot of clouds. I have reason for showing you more clouds than other things, but then I have to get into showing you and the rocks, the stones, the mountains, the landscapes, which really is going to fuck people up. It just throws people off so badly once I start going into anything else. Anything other than the clouds, the moon, that's it. That's really all I get. And then if I go into the veil, holy fuck, man. I mean, going into the veil really fucks people up. How are you? So therefore, I got distracted. Fucking broads are always distracting me, man. So, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So when you come to these videos, it's up to you. It's up to you. You open your eyes, look around. And then I also have to tell you that you should be using your own camera phone as a viewing device when you're viewing these videos, which for some reason nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to do that. My new friend, my new friend Local, she like all out almost refused to do it. She's like refusing to do the things that I'm suggesting that she does in order to grab this imagery. She's doing everything opposite. She thinks that slow motion video, for some reason, she thinks slow motion video is better, when I already explained to her it's not. Several times I already told her, don't bother with this, don't bother with that. I explained it in detail, and she's not saying, oh, I'm not going to do it. She just doesn't do it. Even if you go watch the videos on the Miguel Everyone channel where I put the cell phone in her hand, she's all over the place with the cell phone. She's not moving slowly, like I explained. Moving slowly. Let me show you. Then I stop. Then I move a little. Then I stop. And I move a little. And I stop. So if you're going like this to find shit, it throws everybody off. Nobody's getting any of the shit you're throwing in there. But if I stop and I crop, maybe I'll have to make up some sayings that go with it. There you go. So whoever's stealing my channel and wants my channel, I got all kinds of good advice for you. Stop and drop. Stop and chop and fucking... So that's what it's stop and crop. And so you're stopping, you're cropping, you're moving, you're stopping, you're cropping, you're moving, right? Alright, so it's already at 21 minutes anyway, so I guess that's it for now. I'll be back.